Alright everyone, what's happening? And you can guess by today's topic by the title. And normally when I'm doing a topic I just like to wing it, see whatever comes out. But I was watching a video by my man Rob Perkins and he left a link in his description to the article which we was talking about. So first off I just wanted to say, before I even clicked on his video I was like, what the fuck? Like I couldn't even believe like the title alone. So let me get the title for you. It begins, paedophiles call for the same rights as homosexuals. Then it goes on to say, using the same tactics used by gay right activists, paedophiles have begun to seek similar status, arguing a desire for children is a sexual orientation no different than heterosexual or homosexuals. So basically what's happening here is, basically in 1973, homosexuality was denounced from the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Health Disorders. I think they're up to the fourth or fifth edition. I know some of this stuff because I like reading about biology. Anyway, so basically homosexuality got denounced. It was now regarded as a sexual orientation, not a mental health disorder, and they want that to happen the same with paedophilia. Now the thing is, when they say same rights, I want to know what they regard this right as, because the difference between homosexuals, heterosexuals, and paedophilia is that the other two, not paedophilia, are two consenting, educated adults. They know exactly what they're doing. They can decide whether to engage in sex or not. A child does not have this. I mean, they're not compos mentis. They don't realise what they're doing, why they're doing it. They don't know what it represents. And the purpose is of adults, as far as children, are to bring them up, raise them, hopefully right, and basically protect them from the world and the things in it. You know what I mean? So whether a paedophile classes wants to be classed, paedophile wants paedophilia to be classed as a sexual orientation, it's not going to change the world's view. This is what I don't understand when they say the same rights. I don't understand what they're thinking if people hear, oh, it's just a sexual orientation now. All right, cool. I live next door. I mean, see if I have a kid and like a paedophile lives next door, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, I don't care. Hey, paedophiles out there, guess what? I'm offending you because you're a paedophile, right? It's not like if I was to say something about homosexuals or something. No, it's paedophiles right here, so we can let's get crazy. But I don't care. Like, it's not going to happen. You still, whether you are abstinent for say 15 years as a paedophile, right? If you like say that your fucking favourite food is chocolate cake, you've not seen chocolate cake in years, and then boom, there's a bit of chocolate cake, you're going to get yourself a bit of chocolate cake. So if a paedophile thinks, because Rob was mentioning in his video that if once you become basically recognised as a sex offender, a paedophile, you're not allowed to move into an area with kids. And I'm like, well, yeah, motherfucker. Like, what do you expect? And the thing is, the difference between now what they're saying is if they want to class it as a sexual orientation rather than mental health disorder, then you can't argue the fact that, oh, I was a paedophile 10 years ago, I've been cured. What they're saying is, as a sexual orientation, I was born this way, this is who I am. So you can't say, like, oh yeah, 20 years ago I felt up a kid, I'm cool now, don't need that shit. No, that's exactly what they're arguing, like, for. They're saying that that's who they are, they're born that way, they can't help it. So whether they say, I don't care, you can class it in any way, word, shape, form you want. You're still like a child shagging arsehole, you know what I mean? I don't care. Like, it's not going to happen, I'm sorry, but well, I'd hope, if the sensible human beings out there that's not going to go, oh, is it just sexual orientation? No, cool, aye. As long as you have a back by 9. No, fuck off, asshole. Like, you're not get. I don't want any fucking paedophiles living near any kid. Not even just my kids, any kids. Fuck that shit. We should like have torches and burn them up, man. I don't give a shit. And then they're like saying how. Let me just read on this bit here. This is what's blows my mind. Right. B4U Act calls paedophiles minor attracted people. The organisation's website states its purpose is to help mental health professionals learn more about attraction to minors and to consider the effects of stereotyping, stigma, and fear. Are you kidding me? Like, seriously? Like, there's reasons it's fear. Like, parents don't want, like, paedophiles shagging their kids, their babies, you know what I mean? That's the children, they love them, want to protect them. Where's the argument here? Let's say, go on to get this right. This is this is something Rob said in his video, it blew my mind. It actually made me laugh. He says that, for example, if a paedophile like got near his kid or something like that, and then he beat the shit out of him, it'd be considered a hate crime. I don't make me laugh because I was like, I'm sorry, but paedophiles deserve to be hated, and that's just the way it is, alright? Like, it's not really. I don't get where. I think because we're in modern society, we always consider ourselves kind of above certain uh, certain other countries in the way they conduct themselves, as far as like, because I mean, we know third world countries, some people do get married at like 13 and shit. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff. But then this is what it said. Pedophilia has already been granted protected status by the federal government. The Matthew Shepard and James Bird Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act lists sexual orientation as a protected class. However, it does not define the term. So as I said previously, the paedophilia is considered at the moment as a mental health disorder, not a sexual orientation. So what it's saying is if to change, this is what maybe I think what they're trying to talk about is rights, to say that if it changes to a sexual orientation, if somebody beats up a paedophile, it can be a hate crime. You can hate. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, hate crimes out there. Like, say, if you beat up a gay dude for no reason, right? Yeah, you can call that a hate crime. But I don't know who considers a hate crime against a paedophile. Like, who is that? Tell me, who is out there that thinks, oh no, you shouldn't have beat up that paedophile. That was bad news, mate. Like, what? You see, what the fuck? It blows my mind. Honestly, there's more here. There's more here. Uh, Basically, there was a bill. That was how was this? Yeah, it says Republicans attempted to add an amendment specifying that paedophilia is not covered as an orientation. However, the amendment was defeated by Democrats. Right, so the Democrats basically went, what do you call it? Like, nah, it is an orientation. Basically tried to argue it, because then they went on to say this bill addresses our resolve to end violence based on prejudice and to guarantee that all Americans, regardless of race, colour, religion, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity or disability, or all of these philiases and fetishes and isms that were put forward, need to not live in fear because of who they are. I urge my colleagues to vote in favour of this rule. Then the White House praised the bill, saying, at root, this isn't just about our laws. This is about who we are as people. This is about whether we value one another, whether we embrace our differences rather than allowing them to become a source of animus. I'm sorry, but I'm not embracing the paedophile. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it can be different for, as we said, sexual orientation, gender, national origin, but I ain't embracing no paedophile because he's different. You know what I mean? And went on to talk about child pornography. Let me get this one for you. Yeah, here we go. So it said Milton Diamond, a University of Hawaii professor and director of the Pacific Center for Sex and Society, stated that child pornography could be beneficial to society because potential sex offenders use child pornography as a substitute for sex against children. So I get that, yeah, it could be beneficial. There's a reason straight people and gay people use porn, you know, when people get horny. But what I want to argue is the child pornography part. So is this animated, like children, like as in children, cartoon pornography? Like, is this just drawing pornography? Are we talking like real life children? Because I don't care if it can be beneficial to paedophiles to watch child pornography, because they're still children in that porno. You know what I mean? So if it was animated and that stopped them from acting out, yeah, fine. Okay, it's a cartoon. Nobody's getting hurt here, and it's benefiting society. But if child pornography, there's a reason laws and governments exist to stop this, to eradicate child pornography. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh cool, they keep the child pornography because sex offenders won't act out. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Anyway, tell you what you think about this. Do you think they should have their... I mean, I don't know. It blew my mind. I just wanted to raise this issue. I might leave a link to Rob's channel, and if I can remember, I usually forget this shit. Anyway, tell you what you think, and I'll see you next time.